that were possible.
Hey, yo, stop what you're doing right now and go grab that new book from yours truly, Living Like Water, My Escape from the Acid Pit, yours truly, D.M. Castleberry. It's basically about my journey from being a very unhealthy fat boy. It's perfect beside you see right now. But for real, go grab that book, man. It's exclusively on Amazon right now. Get it for your Kindle, or you can get a paperback. Kindle's $2.99, paperback's $5.99. Please do support. We are starting a movement. We are serious about this movement. We want to continue to give you tips, good information, so that you also can live your healthy life, live your best life. Don't go back and forth with these cats. But it's your boy D.M. Castleberry, and I'm out. Castleberry Health Solutions.
Like to live if you have nothing to give. What are you waiting for? What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Savage Talk with your host, Savage Soliloquy. Yes, we are back. We are back. We are back. I know that I have been in the cut, kind of messed up. Like for those who don't know, I've been messed up with, Coco. I caught the virus. You know, I hope I don't get flagged for even saying that. But yeah, I caught it and it tore me up. Um, Man, that was something that I would not wish on anybody. I mean, anybody. And, it took all my energy. Took my sense of smell. Messed with my taste. Y'all know I'm already going through an injury with my shoulder. But it kind of like made all my bones sore, like my muscles. I really couldn't use my muscles to the fullest. You know, every time I would try to walk, my legs would just shake like crazy. It'd be insane. Yeah, that Coco told me up. Like I said, I've never been a denier of the Coco. Like I just don't believe in the stuff that our government is doing. Basically, man, right now they say we have a new variant called Omicron. Uh, as usual, it's all over the news. It's the top topic on the news all around the world, all in the United States. Um, I look on YouTube. That's all I see. And everybody's kind of like panicking. Oh, and, yeah, you see more and more stuff about booster shots. Like, yeah, we got to keep doing these boosters and boosters and boosters and boosters. And now that this Omicron is out, well, basically, it's the variants they keep coming, and they're going to keep coming. Because I believe it's a man-made thing, and still they still making them as we go through. It's Omicron. So what did I had to research the Omicron a little bit. Um, they say it's a more it's a variant that's more contagious. They say it has more proteins or strains to hook to the human body, so it's more contagious. It can be spread more easily. So should we be panicking because we got this new variant that spreads more easily? Well, I don't believe we should be panicking at all. Like I don't believe we should panic from the jump. I think we just, people need to be clean, man. If you got to social distance, social distance. Don't take no ibuprofen or no steroids if you're going out, and you're kicking it with a lot of people. There's certain things that you can do to help prevent, as much as you can. Sometimes if you get it, you just get it though. But think about this Omicron. They said it's not as deadly as the Delta and all that. The variants that's over here already. It's from what I researched, the people who caught it, they basically were just like tired. Really didn't have no energy. They really didn't. There's not much talk about them having some of the other, ailments that come along with the virus. It's basically saying it's like it's not as deadly. Like they don't know. Like honestly, they never gonna tell you that, but they just don't know. But the research so far is that like it's not as deadly as the COVID that's already over here. It's just more transmittable. Even the World Health Organization, they put out a statement that tell people not to panic about it. It's just another variant. They basically said like don't panic. And what do people do? They panic, and the news is using it to get ratings. Like I'm gonna tell you that's the main reason why the news is throwing it out there like that, because the more the news can scare you, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be on it every day. You're gonna watch it more. You're gonna be on it more. That rating's gonna skyrocket. So they have to scare you. So every time a new variant comes out, they're gonna be on top of it, and on top of trying to scare you. And what are they trying to scare you into? To me, it's like we getting scared into these jabs, which so far haven't been shown to work. I know they kind of flat out lying to people for real. Like I'm gonna just put it out there. I'll probably get banned for that, but they kind of just flat out lying to people, and then you having outbreaks in countries where the unvaccinated can't even kind of get in, so you got these new variants. Where is it coming from? I mean, sometimes you got to use common sense and put two and two together. I was researching the CDC website, and I was looking at the numbers, and there's a pattern that goes on with the numbers. And I know people, like some people, so politically struck and toe up that they're gonna tune me out, as soon as I say some of this stuff. But I'm speaking truth. Like anything, sorry y'all, anything I'm saying can basically be looked up yourself. But we know the Republicans have kind of been the anti-jab. A lot of southern states, in the southern states, there's less spread. But if you go to the states and then kind of, it's all about coinciding, like the states that have like the most, jabbed people have the highest rates. And this is not just locally. It's not just locally that these places with the highest jab rates have the highest infection rates. It's kind of globally. Like globally in most countries where, they're highly jabbed, the spread rate is crazy. While other countries where they kind of, other countries and states where like they're kind of anti or they just don't trust in it yet, that don't take the jab, the spread is less spread. That's not my opinion. that you can easily look at the stats. That's not my opinion. That is the data that's pretty much out there, and that makes you think. 1 + 1 is 2, right? So we all on the same page of putting things together. That everywhere this jab is kind of the major political thing. It's where the spread is at. Check the CDC website. You can look at that. You can look at it right now. And I'm telling you, you probably need to look at it right now because the way things looking, they're gonna start taking that stuff off the CDC site. They're gonna start taking like the facts and all that stuff off of there because you know it's easy to look at, and you know people are stating it and getting banned on social media, or they're getting the tags on the social media just for quoting the CDC. There's even a couple posts from the CDC that they got flagged. So I'm like, it's something crazy going on out here. Um, and my biggest thing is that it's the censorship. Cause I'm gonna put it out there like this, the like the mandates. You know, the mandates they got kind of sued and they got held off. These are being pushed by politicians, not the medical field, but politicians. And I'm gonna tell you from what I've seen by looking at most medical specialists. Well, now I ain't gonna say most, but looking at medical specialists, the people who disagree what the politicians are saying, they're being basically put on a witch hunt. Like people are witch hunting them. People are like, you know, where they were expert a week ago. Now they're, you know, whacking a crack just because they disagree with what these politicians are saying, even though these are medical professionals. You know, and you know there are other medical professionals that agree with it. You know, I ain't gonna say like the jab companies, you know, paying a lot of their checks and all that, and doing a lot of the funding in their hospitals. I'm not gonna say that has anything to do with it, but you know, you can't just be blind out here. You know, you can't just accept things as they are when things don't look right. But they're like medical professionals all over the world quitting, they're resigning, getting fired because they don't agree with the political mandates and the political information that's getting put out. And you know, as with anything political, like our people have been beat over the head so much by these politicians for so long that it's like whatever side they took, whether it's Republican or Democrat, it's like whatever the person in power says at that time, like whether it makes sense or not, they just get fully behind it. Like they're willing to down their own people or whatever to get behind this. And these Biden, everything Biden put out is like, man, that's for another episode. But because I know every time I say something about Biden, y'all get calling me a Trump supporter. Like I don't support neither one of them dudes, man. Like I support, you know, the people. You know, I support the people being told the truth and people not being ousted and put on a witch hunt because they saying something don't look right, you know, or explain more. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is people getting put on a witch hunt for saying explain more? You know, and some of these folks on like Twitter, social media, they virulent about. I mean, they ready to cuss you out. Don't even know you. Don't know if you was smacking them top of their head with a pistol or not. Like, but they just jumping on your stuff, like going crazy. And it's like they going crazy over something they don't even know about. And once you talk to them, a lot of them, you can tell they haven't done much research or don't know much about how viruses work. You know, how the human body works. That the human body doesn't need synthetic stuff to fight off stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only time you probably would need something synthetic is if, you know, they put something synthetic in you from the jump. And I'm not saying, you know, the jab is spreading it, but I'm saying it's a lot of stuff to look at. And I believe a lot of the jab people are spreading it because they don't think they can hold it. They don't think they can carry it. And the truth is that the so-called jab, it hides your symptoms. And so basically only the strongest parts of the virus can link on to you. So you're actually carrying stronger strands of it. You're actually more likely to spread it than other people because you don't even have you don't have symptoms. You know, if the so-called jab works, you don't have symptoms. So I've seen it with people with the jab. They have this false confidence that they're cool, that they're immune to what's going on out here, when that's not the truth. Even if you're jabbed, you can still catch it. You can still get very sick. You can still catch a different variant. Like, you're not immune. It doesn't make you immune like that. Like the CDC not even saying that. You know, the World Health Organization ain't even saying that. But people got this false sense of immunity that it still won't tear their ass up. Still out here eating crazy. Don't care about their body, but you think a jab gonna save you? If you out here eating fried chicken every day, going to Popeyes and this bullshit, like, no. If you ain't eating good, ain't taking care of your body, it's like it can be a flu that tear your ass up because you're not taking care of your body. You have to take care of your immune system. You have to take care of your insides. You have to take care of your being. You have to meditate, man. Like, learn how to deal with stress. All that is stuff that will still kill your ass, whether it's the damn cocoa, the flu, or whatever. It is what it is. If your body is not strong, you gonna get tore up. And I'm sorry, a jab ain't gonna stop that. Everybody want that miracle pill, man. The miracle pill, if they've been looking for that since the beginning of time, man. It don't exist. It don't exist, man. Like, if we had that miracle pill, we would have it on by now. Closest thing we probably got to a miracle pill is sea moss. You know what I'm saying? Like, and fruits. Other than that, people just want to live how they want to live. They want to live disgusting and unhealthy. And then look at the doctor like, hey, man, shoot me up with something to protect me. And then now these people out here, which they might have less symptoms, and they out here spreading it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still believe that, like you should be wearing masks in certain situations. You know, you should still be social distancing. You should still be cleaning your damn hands, cleaning, you know what I'm saying, washing up, cleaning your face. Stuff like that as main prevention. But to think that we just gonna jab like millions of people and they just out here just all in people's face, coughing and hacking and sneezing in people's faces. You know what I'm saying? like that ain't about to spread nothing, man. Like, I see, like, most jobs, like, they telling like people if they got the jab, they can take their mask off. I don't understand it. If you can still spread it. Why is like the mask mandate getting taken down, but they trying to give us jab mandates? Like it's like anything about prevention is being pushed back or demonized, and I wonder why is that. Have you looked at the stock market lately? Like the fear from this Omicron, like basically almost made it crash. Shot down, like a lot of people lost money. But if you look at the people who money is going crazy, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, all these companies that's making that damn jab that pretty much run these hospitals, that pretty much are the richest companies in America, which, you know, the richest companies in America have a lot of political pull. So it's like, I guarantee, you know what I'm saying, if you look at a lot of these politicians' stocks, that their stocks is in a lot of this Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, all of this stuff, because they know what's going on. It's a money thing. And it's like they making money off your suffering. And that's how much they care about you. They making money off your suffering. Because it's out here. Like the cocoa is out here. I had it. Like that shit beat my ass. Like I don't want that shit again. I don't ever want that shit again. Like, and I feel like, you know, because I was on them steroids because of my arm injury, my immune system was shut down, so I didn't have nothing to fight it. You know what I'm saying? So it was tearing me up. Like my body wasn't fighting it. It was just taking the hits. So I'm like, I lost my ability to walk very quick, lost my smell, taste, and basically almost like I couldn't get out of bed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was struggling, could barely breathe. Chest was hurting every time I tried to breathe, so much pressure on it. Like, man, the chills, like just like fully under the cover, sweating with the chills. Just, I don't want that again. It's real. It's out here. But the stuff they doing is not real. They hustling you. They hustling people with this. They hustle the medical companies. They are hustling you. These politicians, they are hustling you. They are hustling you off your suffering. And then y'all turning around and turning on your own people because y'all listen to everything these politicians and these medical companies saying, even though they have no history of being truthful. There's no history of them being truthful. None at all. There is no history of the medical field or politicians, our government being truthful with us. Like, there's not one point in history where you can say, like, okay, yeah, the medical field and these politicians were being truthful with us. So why the hell is people just bowing down right now and believing everything they say, even though the stuff you see in front of you says different? Like I say, I had the cocoa, man. I had that virus, man. That shit tore my ass up. I'm still not getting that jab, man. Like, I'm still not convinced that will help me in any way. And then we'll have to keep getting it over and over and over and over and over and over and over for every variant. That pretty much means you're gonna have to take these jabs for the rest of your life. That's pretty much where it's leading. You're gonna have to take these motherfucking jabs for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they about to start doing it every couple months. Like, and are you ready for that? For them to, and the reason they putting them in your arms like so often, it's an experiment, man. Like, there's no time in history where like they came up with stuff that quick, like, and with just dispersing it everywhere, mandating it, and getting so many bad reactions, and just like basically censoring the bad reactions. Like they're censoring it. You can't even, like, if you had a bad reaction yourself, you can't even say that on social media. They gonna block your post. They gonna block what you saying. You know what I'm saying? They gonna put the little tag on you talking about false information, even though it happened to you. You know, they censoring anything that's not with their agenda right now. That right there should have everybody more scared than this pandemic. Like, the fact that you can't say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it'll socially get you banned. Like, you know, social media, the people around you, like, because I've seen it. Like, it's a lot of the people that got the jab, they're boastful about it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people be like, oh, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I got a jab, I'm good. Like, no, you can still catch it. Who gave you your information? Man, we got to start paying attention to real information. And like we say, we can't go with fear tactics. You know what I'm saying? Like most people that catch the cocoa are gonna survive. You know what I'm saying? That's something I can say with a lot of confidence that most people that catch it are gonna survive. You know what I'm saying? Most people who pass away from it either like don't eat healthy or have an unhealthy weight or at an age where their immune systems and all that are not as strong as when they were younger. People with immune system issues, but most people who take care of themselves are going to get right through it. And that's not to say that we need to be careful for our elderly and those people that going through that, because a lot of people are going through a lot of stuff and they don't tell people. And somebody can be having the sniffles and they got an immune deficiency somewhere. And you know how black folks is, like, oh, that's just the allergies. Like, nigga, that's the cocoa. Like, I'm just keeping it real, man. I know people be mad because I be keeping it real sometimes, but we know how people be, man. People will tell you it's allergies to they in the freaking hospital bed. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start being more truthful with each other, man. And you can't get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to build your immune system. I know we just passed the holiday season, and a lot of people eating different right now. Where a lot of y'all eat all the high salt and high fat stuff all year, anyways. But during the holiday season, it kind of rises up with people eating more and more meat, like the turkeys and the hams with a ton of salt in it. Every dish got a ton of salt and fat in it, and our systems going to hyperdrive, trying to protect ourselves, trying to protect our system from these foods. So your immune system kind of drops. So if you've been slamming since Thanksgiving, your immune system probably kind of funky right now. So you probably don't want to be around a lot of people, especially if somebody's sniffling and all that. And you need to kind of go on a little fast and get you some fruits and veggies and kind of build your system back up. A supplement that helped me during me having cocoa was vitamin D3, but you got to take it with K2, and it's basically like it's basically like a vitamin sun, like a sun vitamin. You know what I'm saying? Gives you the same nutrients as like the sun's giving you. It's better to get the sun, but the way our lives is, we're not always in the sun like in the past. So like a lot of times we indoors and we getting sun. Like right now I'm getting sun through a window, which is a window reflection, which is not really direct sunlight, really not juicing me up. With people of the sun. So that was a vitamin that helped me get back together. Yeah, man, just take care of yourselves, man. It's another new variant. Trust me, more and more are gonna be coming up because it's usually when it keep popping up like that, it's because somebody doing the experiment. I'm just is what it is. They can say wherever the hell they saying. This shit is an experiment. Um, that's the only time when they coming up with different variants that got whole different properties. You know what I'm saying? Get you sick in whole different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like that's somebody experimenting. So we do got to take care of ourselves, man, and we got to take power back, man. Like the people in power are tearing us up. Like people in power are tearing us up, man. They are tearing us up, and a lot of y'all agree with them tearing us up. So, man, wake up. And we got to end that with something positive, like, and that basically like was a positive. get your vitamins, man. Like for real. Um, eat fruit. Eat a lot of fruit. Eat a lot of fruit. Learn about your healing herbs. Eat some fresh herbs. There's many things that can help your body stay in tune. Drink some lime water, man. Keep your body alkaline. Give that meat up, man. I know y'all don't want to give it up, man, because y'all, we've been hypnotized to think that's the only thing to eat. We think that's the only thing that tastes good, when in reality, meat tastes absolutely horrible. Nobody eats meat without seasonings. Um, the less seasoning you have, the more horrible meat tastes. That's because it's not naturally meant to be in your body. That's why you can crack open a fruit and take a bite without adding nothing to it. You can dig into a watermelon without adding nothing to it, and your body just like loves it. The sweetness, the juiciness is like everything about it because it's naturally made for you. You know what I'm saying? Like meat will make you throw up if you don't douse it in plants and salt. Like yeah, like nobody just eats raw meat, man. Come on. Uh, yeah, but that's a whole nother story, man. But if you do eat meat, try to cut it down. Because the more meat you eat, the less secure your immune system is. Because your body always fighting that meat, trying to keep your body together, so it doesn't have the full energy to put into your immune system. So even if you're gonna continue to eat meat, like go some days without it, man, where you just doing plants. You're gonna feel a little funky because it's getting all that crap out your intestines. Um, but the more you do it, the better you be off. But the less meat you eat, the better you be off, and the better your immune system will be, and the healthier you will be. So, so do that, man. Check my book out, man. I got a book on Amazon. Living like water, my escape from the acid pit. Go check that out, man. Um, we healthy living. And with that, I gotta say, what up, what up, what up, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's your boy Savage. I'm back. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Coco Quinn.